look at these sentences. He says complete the following sentences by choosing the most appropriate phrase from the options given below. Although he is recovering from his illness, he has to follow certain diet restrictions. He cannot eat junk food. Please do not pity him and give some snack. Give some snack means to give some light meal. Give him some light meal. Okay, because there are diet restrictions. The other words or other phrases are simple. The one which is a little difficult would be cut him some slack. To cut him some slack would mean to treat someone, you see, less harshly or less critically. For instance, you are talking about an employee and the employee says, well, would you give me or cut me some slack? Be less harsh with him in your approach. The others, you see, they mean what they are. Cut down the snacks and be slack with his eating. So the answer to this is number 1. Take the next sentence. The problems may be difficult, but all you have to do is, as long as you can, that is hang in there. That is the correct phrase. Hang in there. That is be persistent. Stick to one thing. You got to hang in there as long as you can. That is the right phrase here, and that is the correct answer. The others aren't. Hang in up there, hang on there, hang on to that. Will you hang on to that, or hang on there, or hang in up there? That simply means will you just continue being there. But hang in there is what you call be persistent. Take the next sentence. The standards set by the examination board are so high that it would be difficult for poorly prepared students to, it should be pass muster. You see, pass muster is what you call an idiom, and it means to be acceptable, to be accepted as something satisfactory or sufficient or adequate. So you say it cannot pass muster with them, right? So that is the correct option, number 4. Pass most errors doesn't mean anything. Passed muster and get past most errors, I mean, they aren't appropriate. Take the next sentence. After all the alliances in arithmetic, the party is likely to a majority in the assembly election. It should be scraped together. Scraped together means to manage with great difficulty. And to manage what? Manage with great difficulty to collect enough of something, especially money or people, right, or things. You manage, you say the political party somehow scraped together through the you see the voters through for the election. So you manage with great difficulty to collect enough of something, especially money or find things or people that you need. That is scraping together. So the political party, you see, after all the alliances and arithmetic, managed to do so. So the correct option is number 2, scrape together. The next sentence. I'll have to, because I don't know how Sheila's parents are going to react to this offer. I'll have to count on my fingers, face the music, break the ice, play it by ear. It should be played by ear because he says he doesn't know how the parents are going to react to the offer he is going to make. And what does play it by ear mean? Play it by ear means that is, you proceed instinctively according to results and circumstances rather than according to rules of a plan, right? You say, we'll have to just play it by the ear until we can get something certain or definite on it. That is, in other words, the other phrase would be to improvise, to extemporize, to ad-lib, A-D-L-I-B, 2 words, ad-lib, or to improvise, to extemporize, to do something instinctively. So that is played by the ear. Look at the next sentence. If you had been more alert, this golden opportunity would not have slipped through your fingers. That is the correct phrase, slipped through your fingers. That is, you wouldn't have missed this opportunity. It can't be escaped your fingers or slipped off or escaped away. They are incorrect. It should be slipped through your fingers. That is, you missed that opportunity. It came as a shock to me that my friend had lost the nest egg he had built carefully over the years when, in a moment of madness, he lent all of it to his neighbor. Now, what does that mean? Nest egg. A nest egg means what you call a sum of money saved for the future. That is nest egg. A real or artificial egg left in a nest to induce hens to lay eggs. That could also be the meaning, but the meaning here is the savings, the money you see that is saved for future. So he lost that nest egg because he lent it to his neighbor. So the correct option is number one. Number one, nests and eggs and birds' nest and nestle eggs, they are incorrect. The next sentence, during the debate when the minister appeared to be vague about his stand on the controversial energy project, his opponent asked him to and declare outright if the government would go ahead with the project or not. So, what would be the correct option? It should be cut to the chase. That is, to come to the point. Cut to the chase means to come to the point. So the opponent asked him to come to the point. Why? Because the minister was vague, right? So to come to the point. So be curt to the face, that is incorrect. To curb the fast and cut globe, they are all incorrect options. Take the next sentence. It is irritating when co-workers dismiss your ideas as worthless and later present those very ideas as their own. They just want to steal your thunder. What does steal your thunder means? I mean, it means what he has said in the first part of the sentence. That is, they win praise for themselves. They win praise for themselves, right? By preempting someone else's attempts to impress. That is, what they do is they borrow ideas of somebody else's, and then before he could be praised for that, they present those ideas. So they steal your thunder. Put simply, they win praise. When you steal someone's thunder, what do? You prevent someone from having success or getting attention. That is what you do when you steal his thunder, right? To do what someone else was going to do before they do it, especially if this takes success or praise away from them, right? So that is how you steal your thunder. It is somebody else's idea or plan, and he is going to get success in it or praise for it, but you steal it and then you use it for your own praise and what you call success. So that is stealing someone's thunder. So that is the correct option. Steal your thunder. That is number 3. The next sentence, before the start of the meeting, I am on the latest development. That is, I am going to bring you up to speed on the latest development. That is, to provide the latest information, right, about it, and you are able to do it well, right? Up to speed. To give someone all the latest information about something, that is, bring it up to speed. You say in the meeting, the chairman brought up to speed on the progress of the company. So the correct option is number 3. The next sentence, despite statistics to prove that there was a slowdown in the economy of the country, the professor was in denial about it. Now, what do you mean by in denial? In denial means you refuse to admit the truth of something, the truth or the reality of something unpleasant, right? So you refuse to admit the truth or reality of something unpleasant. So the country was facing a crisis. There's a slowdown in the economy, but the professor, was in a denial mode. So the correct option would be number 2. The last sentence, after the unearthing of relics at the archaeological site, the historian was asked to the significance of the discovery, that is, to throw light on, to explain. To throw light on means to explain, to amplify, to elaborate, right, on the significance of this discovery. It should be throw light on. So number 1 is the correct option. You cannot say shed meaning on. No, you can shed light on, turn light on. No, turn light on is incorrect. Focus meaning on, that is also not correct. So the correct option is number 1. The impatient and intolerant mother made every effort to domineer her children, to dominate the child's lives, denominator children, dominion her children. Number D is grammatically incorrect, and C is also incorrect. You can't denominate children or dominion children. You don't have such what you call collocations or verbs, that can be used this way. Now you're going to make a choice between A and B, that is, domineer her children or dominate the child's lives. The thing is, look at this sentence. It says, the impatient and intolerant mother. You see, she's impatient, she's irritable, she's intolerant. She would make an effort to domineer her children, that is number A, to boss over her children, right? Not number B. Because if parents, you see, dominate their child's lives, it could be positive also, right? They could be a kind of motivation for the children. You say he has a dominating personality. That is a personality which perhaps everybody, you see, likes to listen to him. A dominating personality. So, domineer is actually, you see, trying to boss over someone. So, the answer is number A. To avoid the ecological issues, scientists and government agencies consider how sustainable development affects the citizen. You see, the first effects cannot be used here because it means to bring about, to happen. Okay. The second can be used, that is a verb, right? Affects the citizens, influences the citizen. Okay, so the answer is B. C cannot be the answer. It doesn't make any sense. It's affective to the citizen. Affective has to do with your emotions and is affectionate to the citizen. That is, I mean, how can you feel that development is affectionate to the citizen? So the answer is number B. I now have more productive time during the day because I keep the office gossips a foot away, at arm's length, at base length, out of harm's way. So the correct phrase is at arm's length. That is, keep it at a distance. You have the word at bay, but you don't have at bay's length. Okay, the collocation, the phrase is at bay. You say that, well, we kept ourselves at bay when the dispute started. So it can be at bay, but it cannot be at bay's length. So the correct answer is number B. We need to cut down on our expenses so that we are able to make ends meet. That is A. You make ends meet, that is, you're able to sufficiently carry out your expenses, right? Your day-to-day expenses. A portion of the house collapsed because the contractor, you say, cut corners and built it with very poor quality materials. You cut corners when you try to save money, you see. When you want to save money and you try to cut down your expenses. So that is cut corners. You can't have bite the bullet or made a fortune or short change places. They are incorrect. You can't short change places. Short change means to deceive. And bite the bullet is doing something, start doing something which you have been avoiding, you see, because it was unpleasant. Our team has won every single match that they have played since January. They seem to be rolling in luck. They seem to be rolling in luck, rolling in money, on a roll, on a roller coaster. The exact phrase is on a roll. Rolling in luck is a general phrase. It's a general phrase which simply means you are fortunate. But on a roll, when you meet with success and victory again and again, then you say on a roll. So number C is the correct option.